been a superstar. And I got paid for what I knew. And I shared the game with them. So much guidance. That's what I did. They paid for knowledge.
Salutations, family, and welcome back to Ride Along with the Storm. Family, I've studied many spiritual systems and many different religions and spiritual beliefs. And one of my favorite that I had a chance to really delve into and really gain a lot of insight is the religion of the Yoruba people of Africa. And the Yoruba people have a very interesting religion because they have a religion where there's a supreme God, and then underneath that supreme God they have other spiritual beings that they call Orisha, that act as intermediaries between man and the supreme being. And in one of their folklores, the Yoruba people said one day the supreme God once called all the Orishas into a great council, into a big time meeting, and he wanted to discuss mankind, because the supreme being said when he created mankind, he breathed life into man. He breathed life into man, and by giving man his breath, he endowed man with a divine spark. And with that divine spark, man had a lot of the same characteristics, and a lot of the same powers were endowed and bestowed upon man because he carried the divine spark that his creator bestowed upon him. So the Most High God of the Yoruba people, he called the council of all these Orishas, and he said, mankind has this divine spark, but inside of man is also a lot of weakness. It's a lot of shallowness. It's a lot of jealousy. It's a lot of infirmity, both spiritually and mentally. And the men who haven't been initiated and properly instructed, these men can take this divine spark and use it for evil. So he questioned all the Orisha, and he said, where should we hide this divine spark from man so the uninitiated and the uninstructed cannot use this divine spark for evil? All the Orisha, they pondered it for a few minutes, and they jumped up, and the first one shouted, let's hide it deep in the oceans where they'll never find it. The Most High, with all of his divine wisdom, he looked at the Orisha and said, no. He said, because man is so intelligent one day that man will build submersibles and submarines and dive to the deepest depths of the ocean, and he will surely find it there. The next Orisha jumped up and said, let's hide it up on the highest mountaintop, high where he'll never be able to get it. The supreme deity once again shook his head and said no, because one day the most adventurous amongst man will venture to climb to the highest mountaintops and reach the highest summits, and he will surely find it there. One of the other Orishas stood up and said, let's hide it deep within the earth. He'll never find it there. And once again, in his supreme omnipotence, the supreme being says, no, we won't hide it deep inside the earth, because man covets precious materials like diamonds, gold, oil, and mineral resources. He'll surely, with his intelligence, find a way to dig deep into earth, and he will find it. At the end, when it seems that all the Orishas were stumped, one stood up, and he was a very old and wise Orisha. He looked at the supreme being and said, it's only one place to hide it, and that man will never think to look. And the supreme being, in bewilderment, asked the Orisha where did he suggest that he hide it. And the Orisha responded that he should hide it within man, because with man and his spiritual inclination, the first place he looks for divine spark is outside of himself. And in all of his omnipotence and his omnipresence and omnipotentness, the supreme being agreed with him. And that allegory or that fable, family, is to instill in man and to teach the lesson to man that the divine spark is already inside of you. All you have to do is go inside yourself and search for that divine spark, and it's already within you. A lot of people, when they pray to God up in heaven or God out in the atmosphere, and it's nothing wrong with that. But you got to realize, family, that your spiritual connection is internal. Your spiritual connection is within. Your prayer should be more like a meditation to ask the Creator that instill life within you to strengthen that connection, and for you to have a greater relationship with the Most High, for you to be able to manifest your God-given purpose on this planet. And when you look at it, family, oftentimes you have a lot of people that claim they're spiritual and they claim they're religious and they claim to have a relationship with God, but most of these people don't even know how to pray. Right now with me, family, when I pray, I don't even ask the Most High for things, especially material things. I don't never ask the Most High for material things, because I understand that God is all-knowing. God already knows what I need in this life. And see, it's a difference between having wants and having needs. What you want will never hurt you. What you want and don't get will never hurt you. Your needs are what you need to sustain you on this three-dimensional plane, family. But when you understand what you actually need, and you know the Most High knows your needs, you never pray to ask for anything, family. Never. You never pray to ask for anything. What you do, you stay in a state of thanksgiving, where you always are thanking the Most High for giving you the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and the discernment to be able to address any problems or any foreseen dilemmas that might come into your life. Secondly, you stay in a state of thanksgiving to thank Him to give you the strength and the fortitude physically to be able to overcome any obstacle that's put before you, family. When you understand your internal spark, there's no obstacle that's insurmountable to you, family. You're always in a state of thanksgiving because there are always people less fortunate than you. Thank you all, family, for joining me in this episode of Ride Along with the Storm. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join me here for every episode. I'm going to see y'all next time, family. Peace.